Hello everybody, my name is Lemonade, also by Lemon. I am your coach of the Saga of No Surge, and today we have got week 6 of the NDUL. This week we are facing off against Coach Jason and the Auckland Licky Pies. I probably should have fact-checked that before I started recording. Let me just go ahead and check just to make sure I don't get the name wrong. I gotta scroll up a bit. Yeah, sorry, Lucas. We were fighting Lucas 2543, and coach of the Auckland Licky Pies. If you haven't noticed already, though, we actually did make some changes to our team. I know last week I said that I probably wasn't going to, but I changed my mind. So I made 2 changes to the team. I dropped Miltank and picked up Sceptile, and I dropped Lilligant and picked up Clefairy. Clefairy felt like a bit more of an option for a defensive fairy type on top of Tapu Koko, because Koko isn't all that good as a defensive fairy, so I felt okay about having Clefairy as an option for it. And Sceptile is there because I really wanted to have something with Unburden. It's a good sweeper. It's a better grass type than Lilligant is by far. And that's really it. Like, there really is not much anything else. Before the other teams, by the way, the Sceptile is Charlotte, and the Clefairy is Charmy. So, because obviously I am doing the Black Clover nicknames. So, guys, with that being said, let's go check out our matchup. My opponent's team this week consists of Dugtrio, Gengar, Slowking, Noivern, Serena, Vigavolt, Colossal, Quillfish, Kangaskhan, Mega Mawile, and Single Strike Urshifu. These 6 I'm expecting to see are Urshifu, Mawile, Vigavolt, Noivern, Dugtrio, and probably either Gengar, Serena, or Slowking. A couple things to note about my opponent's team is that his only hazard setters are Dugtrio, Vigavolt, Colossal, and Mawile. And the only 2 of those that actually really like setting up hazards is Vigavolt and Colossal. His hazard removers are Colossal, Serena, and Noivern. And Colossal and Serena are kind of the only 2 that actually like removing hazards. Noivern doesn't really like to waste that turn. What else is there to note about my opponent's team? Trick Room Slowking with Mega Mawile is terrifying. I'm just going to lay that out there. Urshifu, also terrifying. I don't think there's really anything else. So, guys, with that said, let's go check out our team. The first Pokemon on my team this week is going to be Slowbro, aka Finral. Slowbro this week is carrying Scald, Flamethrower, Slack Off, and Counter with the Regenerator ability and the Culpa Berry item. Culpa Berry is going to let us take a Banded Wicked Blow from Urshifu Single Strike, and with Counter, we are able to OHKO it, because remember, Counter does double the damage back from a physical attack taken. So we are guaranteed to OHKO Urshifu Single Strike with Counter if he goes for Wicked Blow. And that's always a good thing. Plus, if he just wants to go for like a U-turn, then we hit something incredibly hard with Counter. So I felt really good about that. Flamethrower is there just for Mawile and for, I guess, Vigavolt. I don't really think I'm ever going to use it for Vigavolt. I don't think I'm ever going to stay in on it, but, you know. This thing is set to have minimum speed, so 0 speed EVs and 0 speed IVs, so that we actually underspeed Mawile in case of Trick Room. And that is going to be really good, because if I don't have this thing, I kind of just lose to Mawile. Like, not even kidding. So I have this thing here so that we can underspeed it and hit it pretty hard with the Flamethrower, and that should put it in range of some pretty useful attacks later on. We do like 51 to 60% with it, so if we get a bit of chip, then we should be good. 252 HP, 252 defense, bold nature. I forgot. No, not bold nature. It's relaxed nature, actually. And 4 special attack. We also can take a knockoff from +2 Mawile, and that's like +2 from Swords Dance and Huge Power because of the Culpa Berry, which is gonna be really good. So if we're in a bad spot, Counter's also there for that. I guess Counter would be there for that either way. I should remember that. Regenerator, obviously, just so we can regain HP. I thought about having Teleport, but looking at his team, it just wasn't all that important. And the only thing I really need to pivot out on is Dugtrio with Arena Trap, and I just don't think that Dugtrio is going to stay in on this thing ever. So that said, let's move on to our next Pokemon. The second Pokemon on our team is going to be Luck the Tapu Koko. Coco this week is carrying U-Turn, Discharge, Dazzling Gleam, and Roost with the Shed Shell item and Electric Surge ability. Shed Shell lets us switch out in front of Dugtrio just in case that thing is scarfed, so that we can go into Giratina. Spoiler alert, we have Giratina. This thing is here as a resist for Noivern and is going to help us scout out whether or not Urshifu is choice banded. Um, and if it is choice banded, I kind of just have to sack something off, which is honestly kind of fine. I have like 2 Pokemon that are pretty expendable. I really only need them for a bit in the game. So I can find out that it's banded. I can find out whether it's banded Scarf or Life Orb. Um, and that's really good to have. We are EV to outspeed Noivern so that we can threaten it out with Dazzling Gleam. Same thing with Urshifu. We have Discharge there, so we have a 30% chance to paralyze, which can be really good for Gengar, for Serena, even Kangaskhan, Mawile, like any of those. It could be really good for any of those. We're running 196 special attack, 100 defense. I actually might change these defensive Vs because I didn't check for Life Orb Urshifu, so I'll check on that. And then we got Roost there for recovery in case we find out that the Urshifu is scarfed, and that's going to be useful. If we do find out that the Dugtrio is indeed choiced, or not choiced, is Focus Sash, I suspect it's either going to be Sash or choiced, then I can U-turn depending. And this thing really just forces out Urshifu and Noivern, so I can really just go for U-turn pretty kind of freely on those things. There's no way they're going to stay in. Moving on to our third Pokemon on our team, it is Yami, the Origin Form Giratina, of course. Giratina this week is carrying Shadow Sneak, Dragon Claw, Will-O-Wisp, and Defog. Defog is there so that we can remove Sticky Webs from Bikeable just in case. We have enough Speed EVs to outspeed Max Jolly, Mawile just in case so we can get a Will-O-Wisp off. His Dark and Ghost resists are all physical attackers. So none of them want to get burned, which is really, really good. Dragon Claw is there just so we can hit Kangaskhan on the off chance he brings it. Shadow Sneak is there because it is a guaranteed KO on Gengar if we get 2 spikes up. So spoiler alert, we have Excelgor. We're running 228 HP, 120 attack, 80 defense, 68 special defense, and 12 speed EVs. Again, the main thing with this thing is that we want to go from Coco. If he goes Dugtrio, I want to go from Coco into this thing because we have Levitate, of course. And I want to either get a Will-O-Wisp off on Dugtrio, or I want to force in Kangaskhan, Mawile, Urshifu, and get a Will-O-Wisp off on them. If we get a Will-O-Wisp off on any of those Pokemon, they are pretty much neutralized for the rest of the game, because my opponent does not have any good clerics, a lot like me. Moving on to our next Pokemon, we have got Asta the Mega Lucario. I had a really hard time figuring out how this thing was going to come because either it does really good or it does really bad, and it's kind of a 50-50. But we were running Close Combat, Crunch, Substitute, and Stone Edge. Stone Edge is there so we can hit Vikavolt and Noivern pretty hard. It's a 50-50 chance to hit no defensive investment Noivern, or to kill no defensive investment Noivern. Basically, I want to go into like Colossal. I want this thing to be in front of like Colossal, Kangaskhan, one of those Pokemon that it kind of just forces out, so that I can get a substitute off. And depending on if he goes Urshifu, then I immediately know that it's Choice Scarf, which is really good to know. If he goes Noivern, that I can get a Stone Edge off. If he goes Gengar, I know it's probably Scarf, that I can crunch it. Either way, or actually, if it's Scarf, I'd probably go into Incineroar. Spoiler, Incineroar. If he goes Dugtrio, then I can kill it with Close Combat. Really good overall. 240 speed EVs lets us outspeed Gengar, 4 special defense, 12 defense, 252 attack. Basically, is just here to claim a kill and then just die next turn because of Dugtrio. Our next Pokemon, though, is going to be Magna the Incineroar with the Chople Berry item and Intimidate ability. We are running Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, Parting Shot, and Knockoff. Again, actually I didn't say this before, but my opponent's Dark Resist in Urshifu and Mawile are both physical attackers. So they do not want to get burned, which is what this is here for. It's also here to slow down the Mawile a little bit with Intimidate. This is our dedicated lead if we see Vikavolt, though, because I want to be able to taunt it and keep webs from getting up. If webs get up, I'm going to have a kind of a hard time, but then I'll also know that, because then Urshifu will most likely be banded, and that's going to be a really big problem. We're running 224 HP, 16 defense, and 252 special defense with a careful nature. We are running the Choppleberry item so that we can take either a focus blast from Gengar or a close combat from Urshifu. I do not think he brings any other hazards than Vikavolt. And if he brings Vikavolt, then I know that he probably does not bring Slowking. I think that Vikavolt is more likely to come than Slowking. Slowking is like pretty decent as a teleporter, but in this matchup, I just don't think it's that great. Um, what else? Is there anything else to say about this? Um, Not really. I mean, it's a decent backup option for Gengar, but with Shadow Sneak on Giratina, I think I'm fine. And for our final Pokemon, we have got Zora the Excelgor finally coming off the bench. I was really divided between this and Sceptile. Sceptile felt like it had some pretty decent sweep options, but this thing felt best with Spikes. We are running Spikes, U-Turn, Bug Buzz, and Acid Spray with the Sticky Hold ability and Heavy Duty Boots. Basically, this thing here is an option for Serena and Slowking, just because those things might come, and if they do, then they're going to be a little bit of a little bit of a threat. We are running 136 HP, 44 defense, 248 special attack, and 80 speed with a timid nature. Basically, we just really want to get up 2 layers of spikes so that we can knock things down in range of Lucario and Coco's hits, and so that we can remove Dugtrio's possible focus sash. Getting an acid spray off on something like Serena and excuse me. If we get an acid spray off, then that means that oh, sorry. Coco can break Slowking a lot better. It also lets Coco break Vikavolt and Noivern a lot better. Noivern is honestly surprisingly kind of tanky. It's got like base 80 in all of its defenses, and that's like kind of all it needs. Um, Finally, Zora is coming off the bench. I'm excited for this thing. If we don't see Vikavolt, we just leave with this thing, and it's gonna be like pretty solid either way. I can't think of any real way he's gonna just like Oko this thing in turn 1 other than Urshifu, like other than like the obvious things. I could also run Focus Sash. I could run Focus Sash. Is that a good thing to run? Would Sash be a good bring? Sash might be a good bring. I'll run up on that and tell you if I change anything. But guys, with that being said, thank you all so much. I'm going to go ahead and cut to the battle, and I'll see you all in just one moment. Let me pause the recording. Alright guys, we're back. See the 6 my opponent has brought. The battle has been linked. Alright, I think we're good to go. My opponent brought everything I expected, but he didn't bring Noivern, and he brings Slowking instead. So let's go ahead and put that into here. Then Trick Room, is going to be a little bit annoying. Also, I forgot to mention in the team builder, but with Slowbro, we are actually guaranteed to live +2 play rough from Halt File, so we kill with counter. So I'm going to lead with Incineroar, as I planned. He leads Urshifu. Okay, I am just going to go ahead and take the close combat and go for Will-O-Wisp. Because, for one, I'm going to be able to see what kind of set he is, and that's super valuable. Let's see if he... Yeah, I mean, we take 59 to 70 if he's banded, and then we find out, and then he's going to be burned, and that's pretty much a worthless Urshifu for the rest of the game. Okay. What to go into now? Probably Slowking? But what does Slowking take from a knockoff? That's not what I should have put. I assume it's going to be Fizdef. 54 to 64? Over half. Is that damage I want to take? Oh, we burned Dugtrio. Oh, that's so valuable. That is so valuable. Hold on. Dugtrio might have just been made useless. I really thought he was going to save that, like for the end. Okay, so if he's choice banned, 30 wow. I can't believe that. Okay, so Incineroar, or Urshifu did 14% to Incineroar. Let's find out what set that is. Is that actually banded? That's actually banded. Looks like it. 14.2 to Incineroar. It wasn't a crit. We did get the Intimidate. Interesting. It kind of says that it's not supposed to do that much. This is fully updated set, right? I did put in the right... Yeah. Right, we reach 220. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna parting shot. He goes for rocks. That's fine. Now I'm going to go... Okay, so we know he's not banned, or choice now. We know he's not choiced. I mean, I can go... How much does Excelgor take from a Stone Edge? Because he's -1 and burned. Doug Trio. So I can probably set up spikes right now, right? Stone Edge is 33 to 37. That might be worthwhile. Or I can just go into Giratina. I'm gonna go Giratina. I think I'm forcing in, so we don't see leftovers. He's probably Sash. I'm gonna go into this thing. I feel like forcing in Urshifu or Mawile is really good. He goes Vikavolt. Okay, interesting. I think he just wants to get the either he's gonna try and get webs up or he's gonna go for a Volt Switch. I think either way I defog though. I think it's let me see. On to Giratina. We should take absolutely nothing. Yeah. We shouldn't take like any damage from this thing. Thunderbolt's also the same power as Bug Buzz, so 15 to 18. He's definitely going to Volt Switch or set up Webs. I think Webs is most likely, and we do 44 to 50. I'm going to go for Dragon Claw. I think that's the most worthwhile thing right now. Yeah, okay, 47%. That looks pretty standard. I'm going to go for Defog now. I assume he's going to Volt Switch, because it just can't do anything. Actually, let me check Hidden Power Dark. That's probably a good thing to check, because I forgot that. Hidden Power Dark. 20 to 33. Yeah, we're fine. And he's in range of another Dragon Claw. Yeah. I'm going to defog. If he goes for Hidden Power Dark, we're fine. He goes into Doug Trio. That's fine. I can't think of anything that Doug Trio is going to do to this thing. Dragon Claw kills. So I'll just go for Dragon Claw. He goes for Rocks again. Okay. He goes Gengar, I assume. He goes Urshifu. Makes sense. We know that he's probably banded. Can Urshifu... Incineroar can take that, right? We know that he's banded. I think I have to go Incineroar. Him not having Duck Trio, though, is really good. The 27%. Oh, okay, nice. He's gonna have to switch, right? He's gotta switch. I'm gonna knock off. It's just, he has to switch here. And he's probably gonna go into Slowking. Because he doesn't want to get burned. Actually, no, he's probably gonna go Vikavolt. If he goes Vikavolt, do I get more value? Okay. The good news is Incineroar is very expendable now. We do not need this thing. I'm gonna Party Shot. I don't think he stays. He's not banded? How is he not banded? What? What is it? Is it like... It did 27 to... This is calculating the crit. Yeah, this is calculating the critical hit. This did 27%. I mean, that's interesting. He has to switch here, and he doesn't have a ground resist. He's at -1 special defense, though. Urshifu, Coco should be able to Oko, right, with discharge? Uh, 87 to 102. No. But there's no way he keeps this, right? No, he does keep it. He does keep it for sure. But I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. He probably goes Vigable. I'm going to be honest. I'm really confused about what this thing's set is. It can't be Z-Move. It can't be Scarfed. It's not choiced at all. It goes Mawile. 31% on that thing? Wow. That was really good damage. That's pre-Mega. So it looks like it has no defensive investment whatsoever. Yeah. So then now in Mega Mawile, 56 to 67. We do not KO. But Discharge feels safe. I really wish I brought Thunderbolt now. Ooh, Paralyze. Full para? Sub. Nice. My suspicion is that he's the Focus Punch set then. That's pretty good. I will take that. We did 47%. So I guess it did have some defensive investment. Okay, interesting. He just has to sack this thing off then, which is really, really good. Which means we can save Slowbro to guaranteed win against Urshifu. Man, I'm so confused about this Urshifu set. We know it's not banded. It's not like Sash or anything. That's so weird. Okay, so apparently he miscalced that that substitute, which is unfortunate, but also very good for us. The fact that he hasn't gotten a Gengar yet, though, just kind of tells me that he is not Choice Scarf Gengar, which is good news. Sludge Wave should just OHKO, right? Yeah, 139 to 164. He goes Vikavolt. I mean, we do good damage no matter what. 26%. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. I can either U-turn. No, that's not a good idea. No, U-turn is a very bad idea. I'm going to discharge. U-turn is a very, very bad idea. Do not U-turn. That would have given him offensive pivot into Urshifu. Eagles Gengar. I think the best play is to go for discharge. Okay, it's not scarfed. We did 56%. Awesome. Coco did its job, and that's perfect. I kind of have to go into Giratina here. And I kind of cannot risk anything. I have to go for Sneak. Because Sea Berry, wow. Very interesting. I mean, we know Urshifu's not banded, but I'm so confused. Oh, actually, you know what? Banded Urshifu doesn't kill anyway. Oh, wow. Banded Urshifu doesn't kill this thing? How? What? 59 to 70? We can live it and go for Willow. Never mind. What is this thing? Is it black glasses or something? I'm so confused. No, that does less. What is this thing? Okay. I'm just going to go for counter. He's not... I don't understand what the set is. Like, I think I just lose to Urshifu. I don't know what the set is. It's so weird. I think I have to go into Lucario and go for sub. He goes for teleport. Crap. That's bad. That's very, very bad. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna let this thing die. Okay. Here's the thing. Oh, actually, no. I think Slowbro just wins. Man, I don't... What is this Urshifu set? It's so weird. I think I have to go into Excelgor. Wait, what am I doing? Excelgor outspeeds everything. Oh my gosh. We know it's not Assault Vest. I forgot that Excelgor had... Ugh, I'm dumb. 42 to 50. If I go for Acid Spray right now, and he goes Urshifu, And he's -2 special defense. We know it's not scarfed. He'll die to... Okay, I think I have to acid spray. It looks like special defensive. Oh my god, Thunder Wave. I hate these Thunder Wave Pokemon so much. He's gonna teleport, right? I have to have this thing around. Okay. We got it off. We go slow, bro. We should still be able to take it, right? I think we lose this game. Oh, I'm calculating for burned. I'm so dumb. 55 to 65. Okay, we should live. Ugh, dude. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of Coco. I'm gonna Bug Buzz. Oh, come on, dude. Oh. That sucks. I'm so confused about what this Urshifu set is. It makes no sense to me. I'm gonna Scald. If I get a burn, then maybe we win this. I don't... Oh, 9%. No. Nope. I mean, I have Slack off. Is Slowking special defensive then? Looks like it. Okay, maybe. I think I just kind of have to stall it out. If he has... Oh, he doesn't have Slack off. That's the good news. Future Sight. Maybe we can win this. Teleport, Future Sight, Thunder Wave, Scald. I'm going to Scald again. He Scalds me. No burn. I feel like he's going to teleport here. He's got to know I'm Colbert Berry, right? I'm glad I brought Slack off now and not teleport Thunderwave. Please, swear to God. Okay. Take the Future Sight. That's fine. The only way he has to recover anything... I almost brought Toxic instead of Flamethrower. I almost brought Toxic. I guess I'm going to Scald again. The only way he can... Yeah, teleport. Okay. We're going to counter. If I get paralyzed here, we lose. Guaranteed. U-turn. If we get this right here... Awesome. Please don't kill. Oh, no. Oh, no. He close combated. Dude. Oh, that guaranteed puts me in range. GG. Really good game, dude. Oh, man, I'm kind of frustrated. What was the Urshifu set? Like, I'm really confused, set. I'm so confused. Because he was doing enough damage to be choice banded, but he can't be choice banded. That's so weird. That's so weird. I'm so confused, dude. I don't understand. I'll ask him after. Like, maybe if I knew what the Urshifu set was, my whole plan, the whole point of the game was to figure out what the Urshifu set was, but that's such a weird set. It's got to be some weird item. But we only lost 1-0, which is a small enough difference that it really wouldn't matter that much. So we're going what, like 4-2 with a +12 differential? Like, that's still pretty good. With one game left in the season, like we're still holding pretty strong. This was a really difficult matchup too. So good game to Lucas. I gotta ask him what that Urshifu set was. I'm so confused. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys do me a favor, go down to the subscribe button. Go ahead and sucker punch that button so that it turns bright red, and so that it shows me that you enjoy the content that I very much enjoy creating. While you're down there, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you never miss another Lemonades video. And with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the final week of the season, week 7, in one more week. Goodbye.